This is a presentation of Northeast Streaming Sports. You're listening to the Captain Jack Sports Show on Northeast Streaming Sports.
I'm here. Where the hell is everybody? See, Daniel's here. Good to see you there, shipmate. Thank goodness for that. Oh, okay. Richard Davis is watching on Facebook. Thank you, Ray. He's coming at you live. Thank you, shipmate. If you are on Facebook, if you're watching on Twitter, please come over to YouTube. I didn't put my Instagram on. I got to get my my tablet out of the damn bag. Boy, it's scarce. It's like nobody's here. Let me turn the TV on. Maybe that'll change the aura. Because I'm here on time. And I can honestly tell you, I will do my best. I will do my best to, but I can't. I will do my best not to have as many coughing fits. But that's something that I can't do. As far as I'm not deliberately. Not deliberately. Oh. Well, I like this. My shipmate he was already a member of the ship's crew, but he's spending a little extra money, and I will have to send him a patch. Thank you. I appreciate that. Jason Dean Hunter's in the house as well. Jason Dean, I hope you had a chance to go back and we had an interview with the former Notre Dame stud, maybe a little bit before your time, but Mike McCoy. Mike McCoy was on the other night on the Chronicles of the Black Hole show. And aren't the Philly, it's like, don't they start? Oh, I guess it's a Friday show. Okay. So there's really nothing going on there. That's a bummer. I was going to say I was going to put the ball game on, but there's really nobody playing. College football, West Virginia at Pittsburgh. That might be something. But at least, we're going to find some sports on. La Tech at Mizzou. Nah. 2022 U.S. Open. I already knew Serena won. That's all I care about. Regional coverage of baseball. Rockies at Braves. I don't want to watch the Rockies at Braves. Wow, it's it's a Thursday night sports night. So I guess we are going to watch. Well, you're not going to watch them. I am. I'm going to have it in the background as like static. Pitt in their blue, yellow helmets. Wow, when did West Virginia change their uniforms? They have the state of West Virginia on their helmets now. I've never noticed that. Yeah, the backyard brawl. Raiders Ramirez. I got to get back. Hey, Ramirez, thank you for being here. We're always on. If you can't watch it live, you can always watch us. Did he block a punt? Because was it a punt block? Because that was okay. And it's tied up 10-10, 13-16 left in the third, and West Virginia is going nuts. Oh yeah, it was a punt block. Oh no, it was it was a kind of like one of those rugby punts, and the guy blocked it. See, that's what you get for being cute. The guy blocked it. It skitters out. The guy picks it. The West Virginia guy picks it up out at the 5-yard line. What's Ed Winchell? Why does we mean Ed Winchell? What's your excuse? For what? And thank you for being the only channel I support. Yeah, do check it out. See, Njoku would have made our 53. Yep. PSU and Purdue. It's not on here. First down carry by wow. Oh, and he's in. That's just sheer determination, man. The guy just would not go down, gets in, touchdown West Virginia. 5 yards by CJ Donaldson. Jimmy Farrell is here. Pardon me. Please, and I appreciate this there, Rich, but calling the Hall of Fame is not going to do anything. I guarantee you that. Calling them won't do anything. You need to have support with people that get behind in Facebook groups and petitions, and you do it that way. Calling them, they can give a flying foxtrot. Oh, okay. So the Dodgers fit. Who cares? I'm going to the Yankees game tomorrow, Jimmy Farrell. Or sorry, not tomorrow. Saturday. So I will be at the Yankees here in Tampa. It's the first game I've been to in quite a while. I haven't played that game in years. Haven't played what game? Oh, in football. What's your excuse, Ed Winchell? Talk to me after. Yeah, and I agree. It's September 1st. There's still 2 months left in the season. What, about 30 games left in the regular season, and you have the playoffs? Who cares? Doesn't matter. CCAP, when I lost my mind on draft night, I was right. It was right. Yeah, okay. And so here's the thing, okay? And like I said, you look. That's why it's a crapshoot. It's a crapshoot. The kid was an Outland Trophy winner from Alabama, who made a lot of plays in the SEC, and within 2 years, he doesn't have any self-confidence. He doesn't have any self-confidence at all. He's a waste product up here. And it's a shame. He got paid. So he has that going for him, but he's got to man up. And like I said, I don't wish him any ill will. I don't. But good luck to him just in games that he's not playing the Raiders, if he even makes it. China, thank you. Good to see you. Good evening to you. Appreciate you being here. Jack Kenna's in the house. Good to see everybody. You get to see Aaron Judge, who's going to break the real home run record, and I agree with that. But is it going to be Saturday? He's not sitting at 60 right now, right? I know he has over 50, but he's not sitting on 60 right now. I don't think. Tell me I'm wrong. I haven't really paid attention. I know he has over 50 home runs. Yeah. You got it, Rich. No problem. OG Jack Daniel salute. Yep. See Captains Raiders. Yeah, they got they. Well, I saw that. Did they pick up the offensive tackle? Because I heard that Haig from the Steelers was coming in for a visit, and I think they signed J.R. Reed is the gentleman's name, who's a safety. Because of the mental case, they didn't do their homework. They being Mike Mayock and John Gruden. They didn't do their homework. Well, stuff happens, man. Who does Notre Dame play? Who does Notre Dame play? He will start for the Bears. No, I don't think that he just picked them up on a flyer. He's got to learn all their offense. Judge hit 51. Okay, so he's not. He'll hit a couple. I'm sure he'll hit a couple. He's at 51. Okay. Oh, I do get to see him play. I will. And then at the end of the season, when he breaks the record without roids, and I'm glad to say that, I'm very happy to say that, I might even wear my Aaron Judge jersey and a Tampa Bay hat. I don't know. But I'll be rooting for the Rays. I'll be rooting for the Rays. Shocking. Oh, who does Notre Dame play? Who does Notre Dame play? That effing school from Ohio. Oh, really? The Ohio school? Okay. V. Miller. Wow. Good to see you. V. Miller. Good to see you, hon. OSU favored. I didn't. I didn't see the dot. I saw OSU favored by 175 points. the dot was so small. OSU favored by 175 points. Pause judge jersey as a pause judge jersey. I like particular. I got a what is it? A Derek Jeter. I got a Derek Jeter jersey. And I like Derek Jeter. That's why I bought it. And it's a special one with the captain. It has, the two, and it says the captain. It's a special edition Derek Jeter jersey. And I like Aaron Judge, which is why I have an Aaron Judge jersey. I have a Mike Stanton New York Yankee jersey. So I have a couple of New York Yankee jerseys, but I'm a Rays fan for the American League because they're here. So anyway, we've had 15 and a half. Yeah, Gorilla. Is that unfair, V? Yeah. We'll talk about that. And actually, I spoke about I do a show purely for the Roku audience as well as people that are subscribers. And I know you're saying where's the shows? I haven't uploaded them to YouTube yet for my subscribers. I apologize. I have all these shows that need to be uploaded that were the weekly Captain Jack shows. There's about 6 of them that I need to upload. So I will get them uploaded. I will. I just did one today. But I will upload the other shows one probably this weekend, maybe even on Labor Day, because I got a day off on Labor Day. And it is unfair. You in a Judge jersey. Yes, I'm a Philly fan. Yes. Jack, I am a fan of Judge. I'm a fan of Derek Jeter. I have a Jackie Robinson jersey. I have a Johnny Bench jersey. I have a Brooks Robinson jersey. Why? Because I admire those gentlemen. I had a Steve, not a Steve. No, I do have a Steve Carr. I had a Jim Palmer jersey, but it was too tight. So there are people that I admire that I have their jerseys. There's nothing wrong with that. Really, there's nothing wrong with that. I have a Sandy Koufax jersey and I don't know if it's 2 Koufax jerseys or 1 Koufax jersey and 1 Vince Scully jersey. It's one or the other, but they're tight too. They fit, but they're tight. If I ever lost a little bit of my gut, I'd ooh, what a hit. It's a hell of a hit. If I ever lost a little bit of my gut, it would be, it fit well. Ooh, where'd all the people? Okay, there you go. Hot Neil's in the house. Hello to Hot Neil. I like Judge because it's pure strength. And yes, and that's one of the reasons why I like Aaron Judge. The reason why I got the mic, I have like a bunch of, and it was Giancarlo Stanton. Actually, technically, it was Mike Stanton. And then he says, I'm not Mike, I'm Giancarlo. So I had a bunch of Mike Stanton jerseys that when he was down for the Miami Marlins, they were all on sale. So I bought a bunch of them because I did like him as well. I still do, but it's like, so I have a bunch of those. Then I have the 1 Yankee jersey. I tried to back you after you left the AFC show last night. Thank you, Jack. I had to go. I have the Wild Wild West show, and then I have the regular NFL Nation Live show. Please, I'd like for you guys to come over to NFL Nation Live. Bert B. home by 11. Yeah. Jay's in the house. There's my favorite lady of all South Carolina. Thank you, honey. You own any other football jerseys other than Raiders? Yes. 2. And I'll tell you why I got them. The first jersey, and by the way, they were both on the discount rack. But I don't wear them. The first jersey that I have that was on the discount rack was a Philadelphia Eagles Javon Kearse jersey. Okay. Why? Because it was Javon Kearse and he's a Gator. And it was like $10. And it fit. So that's 1. So I do have an Eagles jersey. In fact, when we were going to do a routine where we were making fun of a particular Eagles fan, I had a jersey to wear to make fun of him. The second jersey I have is the Hawaiian blue, love the color, Megatron jersey. Why? Because it was on the discount rack for $10. And I bought it because I liked the color too. I like the color. So I have a Megatron jersey. I have no problem saying I have a Megatron jersey. And I have a Javon Curse jersey from the Eagles for my Philadelphia pastime. I don't wear them though, or I haven't had a chance to wear them. I would freak people out if I wore anything other than a Raiders jersey. But I do that. I mean, like I said, in hockey, I have a Bobby Hull jersey and a Gordie Howe jersey. Bobby Hull, Blackhawks, Gordie Howe, Red Wings, because I love those guys. So those are the like I said, Johnny Bench, Brooks Robinson, like I said, the Judge jersey, the Jeter jersey, the Mike Stanton couple jerseys. Like I said, a lot of them are the from Miami. Excuse me. But yeah, I have a jersey collection. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of particular players. So let's see here. Who we got? Yeah, Notre Dame. The Wild Wild West show is awesome. Thank you. I'd like for you guys to put the word out to get the Wild, because that is a damn good show, Wild Wild West. Yeah, and we were talking about that. Richie Riche was all over Alex, who's the Chiefs fan, just ragging on him, saying like, how could you have your so much of your contract tied up with Pat Mahomes, right? And I'm going to try to sip this so that I don't cough as much. And then they go out and he didn't buy the farm, but he could buy several different farms in Colorado. NFL Nation Live, one of the best shows on YouTube. I agree with that too. I love the Wild Wild West show and I love the NFL Nation Live show. And that's why I wanted to get more people out there. So hopefully people will watch this show too. I like doing this show. I didn't say nobody. My viewership is small. My viewership is small, but I don't care, because if you're watching right now, or if you're watching this when it's not live, you're watching it, and I appreciate you watching it. I'm not about the numbers. I'm not. There are certain, I won't mention names. There are certain people on YouTube that are all about the numbers. Oh my God, I gotta have all my views, and I gotta have all these people with the views, and I gotta have people buy my merch. And I will eventually get some merch out there. I want a good quality product, and I want you to enjoy the product, and hopefully you will. V Miller, thank you there. Anthony Provencio. Remember, Anthony, if you call in, you gotta this is Roku, so no swearing. Nothing wrong supporting your college team, just like me and Tim Brown. There you go. We could have had Megatron. Yeah, we did. I had a Doug Williams jersey. He's a personal friend. Oh, cool. Jay, Doug Williams is awesome. Doug Williams is awesome. And I remember I was taking a flight out of Tampa, and it was Southwest, and he was sitting in the front row, and he was a very nice guy. I didn't get a chance to talk to him, but he was a very, very nice guy. And if he's a friend of yours, I'd love to have him on. I'd love to have his autograph, because I really do like. He was supposed to be a Raider too. He was supposed to be a Raider. I know you. There's no problem. Okay, let's see. I do these things. Who else? You collect? Yeah, I collect a bunch of sports things. I have a King. I got don't have a Gretzky jersey, but I do have a Gretzky plaque. I have a PK Suman Predators. See, there's nothing wrong with this. Cool Kev's in the house. Thank you. V Miller, thank you for sharing. Captain will remind everyone tomorrow on the Wild Wild West on OG show. Thank you there, Jack. I think Wilson is on his down years. I agree. It was funny when I heard that Gruden wants to come back into the NFL. He give him a couple years. Big boy, I saw you on whose show was it? It was the Raider Fan Radio show. I said, "Damn, I haven't seen Mario in a while. I thought you were sick." But thank you for coming over. And Big Boy Mario is a member of the channel. Big Boy Mario is a member of the channel. I'm glad you're here, brother. I've been missing you. Hit those likes. We enjoy it. Thank you. Hit those likes. Appreciate that. Doug was a good court. Doug was a very good court. And we tried to trade for him, and we ended up getting Schrader instead. Raiders till death. We did release Bam Olasine. That was surprising, other than the fact that I thought that we had some good rapport with him. Hey, Jacqueline, please text me. Please text me so I have your number, so I make sure and say, hey, this is Jacqueline. I want to make sure I have your number, honey. You got my number. Please text. Oscar Toledo, ahoy! And I got to put in the brand. Hang on a second, Oscar, because every time I see Oscar, come on, there it is. You don't know jack about sports. You're listening. This is the wrong frame. Got it. Okay, damn it, it's hard to do. This is a Bocadillo. This is a Bocadillo. Get your Bocadilla by going to Bocadilla's Universe. You too can have a Bocadilla. And if you see behind me, that's a toy. They'll make you a Bocadillo 3D. And yes, Oscar, I haven't forgotten. I will get another one. Put that up. Oh, shoot. Where'd the comment? Okay, come on. God, this is slow tonight. Thank you, honey. I appreciate that. Captain, please. OG Dan, I'm still praying for him. Thank you. Schrader for all pro. Yep, Clay. Yes, see, there you go. Bocadillos. Go Bocadillas Universe. Bocadillas Universe. Go get your Bocadillo. Anyway. Thank you for being here. Hit the likes. Thank you for hitting the likes. And for all those that don't know, like I said, I'm still, whenever I have a upper respiratory, and I had it last season after the first game, and I couldn't go out for the Dolphins game because I had an upper respiratory. It was bad. It was not COVID. I thought I had COVID, but it was a bad upper respiratory infection. Whenever I get it, I cough for weeks. So I apologize. It's going to be something you're going to have to deal with. I'm going to have to deal, and I appreciate that. Go get your Bocadillos. In fact, I'm going to put the other. Well, where's the crap? Wrong section. I will show you. Okay. Show you some more. Like you said, they're underneath. I got to take the comment down. Hang on a second there. Got to take the comment down, Oscar, so people can see. Those are no. Then I got to take this down. Crap. Let me take this down. Okay, here we go. Those are Bocadillos. I had to do all this. Apologies. You got Raider Homer, obviously. You got Polo. You got Gorilla Rilla. Let's talk about Gorilla Rilla as well. You got Oaktown, Raider Savage. You got Asylum. You got Jason Dean Hunter in his alter ego. I'm going to let him tell you who he is. Got Mob Boss. You got Joker Raider. And then you have Velvet Raider. And so you can be a member of the Bocadillos universe. Go to Bocadillos universe, go to bocadillos.com, become a member of the Bocadillos universe. It's a great little thing to have, you know. It's a caricature of your own self. It's a caricature of your own self. Anyway, so yeah, and by the way, you can get your entries to the treasure chest every time that you have $5 spent. You can be you get an entry into the treasure chest, the prizes. That is that literally behind me. You see the little blue that you see that's underneath the Obey the Captain sign. It's right next to my jersey. That is the treasure chest of prizes. So every time you spend $5, you get an entry in the treasure chest. Oh, that is he going? Is he going? Is he going? Oh, he's out at the 1. Pitt, first and goal at the 1. I need to get one for me and Raider. Yeah, you should. And thank you for all the people that keep everybody that has ailments in your prayers. Okay, having said that, let me do this. Here is the link. I'm pretty sure we'll probably hear from OG. Okay. We'll link up in a minute. One second. Okay, I'm gonna put it up in a minute. There you go. Those are the links. I prefer you hit the link. Oh, wow, that's nice of you, Jack. This entry is for OG. Oh, where to go? Okay. This entry is for OG in the treasure chest. Please don't tell his wife. Then we can't hang out anymore. I don't know what that's about, but I will put. Remind me, Jack, that this is an OG entry. Remind me that. We're watching West Virginia Pitt. Yeah, we are as well. Okay. So let's see. I got a call. It's probably Hot Neil. Yeah, it's Hot Neil. Okay. Let's see if I can pick this up. Okay. Okay.
Call from or shut your place.
Okay.
One to send them two.
Okay. Hot Neil, how you doing, brother? Other not too bad. Not too bad. What's going on, man?
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, what's up?
Not much. I'm sorry that I left you a show that I wasn't feeling very well, so I'm so sorry. I didn't do shit like that.
You're sorry for what? What are you sorry for?
That I left your show. I was watching and I left. I was not feeling very well. And you know I normally don't do that.
Hot Neil, you don't have to apologize for people have one. No.
It's just that I'm back down to day one.
Yeah. People have lives, man. You watch the show. I appreciate it. Yeah, no, you don't have to. No, you don't have to. You don't have to apologize for that. You don't. But it's cool. What is on your mind tonight, Hot Neil?
Well, I'm thinking. First of all, I made a funny joke, but it's true. Google wants to come back. I doubt that, but anyway. What's been the score of the Raiders? I haven't kept up because I've been in and out of the hospital, in and out. What's going on with the Raiders?
Raiders had a 4-0. They were undefeated in the preseason. So now,
Yeah, I know.
if you had made a bet about the preseason, and I would have bet that, you would have had that helmet. But I didn't do the preseason; I did the regular season, Hot Neil. So remember, the Raiders got to be 20-0 because if they're 17-0, I know that they'll be first in the AFC. So then they have to win 2 games. They'll be 18, 19. So if they're 20-0, you get a helmet.
Okay, no problem. Just want to know, Captain. I just want to keep up because, like I told you, I've been in and out of the hospital. I have a machine around my chest that's trying to keep me alive.
Okay, well, we want you alive.
I had a heart attack 2 weeks ago before I came back.
Okay, well, keep your strength up.
I'm trying to, guys, but it's not easy. But I'm going through.
Okay, well, continue. In fact, one of the things I'm probably going to do is I'm going to say you can't call in because then you get so excited, then your heart will go through, and then God forbid something bad happens, and it's because you called into the show.
No, what happened? I want to be able to do. If anything happens, I have a machine. It gives me 3 shots. If I don't respond to the 3rd shot, paramedics will be in my house and my heart will be taken to the hospital.
Okay.
It's a life vest. I'm going to be familiar with it.
Okay. Well, just take care of yourself. Just take care of yourself.
I will.
Yeah.
It's just that every time I see you guys and everybody says hi, I love that. I love your family, you know?
Yeah. Well, it's because we're all family here.
All right, Captain. So I'm going to let you go. People like you. So thank you. And I want to wish everybody a blessing day.
Yeah, no, it's always good hearing from you, brother. You like I said, I appreciate you watching. Tell more people to watch. It's always a pleasure.
I will. You know what? I always send it to Facebook.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that as well. See, there's the bell anyway. You take care, partner. Oh, be well, be well, and always appreciate you being here, brother.
Thank you. No problem.
All right, take care, Hot Neil. Okay, that was Hot Neil. Yeah, and Jay said prayers to you. Get some rest. Okay. Tomorrow night, Richie. Tomorrow night is OG's show. If you want to jump, I'm 6 feet. Yeah. Come in. Yeah. Is it dos? How many pendejos are on tomorrow? Is it just dos pendejos or tres? We'll figure that out. So if you want, we do have the old man in the sea.
How you doing, brother?
I'm gonna put music here.
Hot Neil said he was saying prayers for me the last time I haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah.
And back when he was on the show regular, I was fighting cancer. I beat that. Like Hot Neil, you put me in your prayers. I'm putting you in mine now, because dude, we gotta have Hot Neil good to go.
Yeah.
And a lot of stuff going on with our team. I want to thank the Chicago Bears for alleviating our financial stress for taking Alex Leatherwood.
Didn't you see me do the dance? I did it twice. I did the dance on Wild Wild West show, and I did it on NFL Nation Live.
I also want to thank the Chicago Bears fans who are really pissed about this. Sorry, guys, you got screwed. Anyway, also, I want to talk to you about a certain game coming up this season, November 6th. We play the Jaguars.
Yeah.
I was going to go to the game on when we played Tennessee week 3. It's a 7.5-hour drive. The tickets are out of control, crazy
They
prices.
are, yeah, they are. And I
And
know what you're going to ask. By the way, I got your information.
decided not to go, and so I'm going to go down to the Jaguars games, 4.5 hour drive.
Mm-hmm.
Ticket prices are cheap. I'm going to get nosebleed. I'm going to that game. I get to meet you because I know you're going to that game.
Section 123,
Yeah,
row
no, we're
A.
not sitting in your seats. You got them $400 seats. We're going to the cheap end. But I want to know about the things you were
$400
going.
seats.
I want,
$400 seats. You better go up a few.
yeah, we're going to the cheap seats.
I'm
So
just saying. Well, you wanted to know.
yeah, but no, what I wanted to know is what events are going on Saturday and what do they cost?
Well,
Because Jay wants to know.
the cost of the events, as far as I know, are nothing. What is it? Johnny Cross, who is out of Dallas. Okay, they're doing a Raider Nation event to be determined. I don't know where,
Okay.
but I will be involved with that. So once they figure out where it is, I will be involved with that event. And so that will be Saturday night. I know that the one time that I hosted it, when I brought the club from Orlando up, when I had my club, I hosted it, and we hosted it at Hooters down at the Landing, and it was so packed. It was so
Well,
packed you couldn't get in there. But then the last time that they had it there in 2016, it wasn't at Hooters. It was at the same place. It was at the Landing, but it was a couple restaurants down, and it was still packed. So I have a feeling it's probably going to be at the Landing.
okay, well, here's the thing. Jay, myself, and the rest of the South Carolina Raiders contingent want to know what's going on Saturday, if it's worth visiting, and what it costs, and what's going on. Like, what events are happening?
The event will be Saturday night. It is a place to be determined. I do not know where. There's really nothing to do in Jacksonville. Sorry. That's why the
So
same
basically, we don't have to do anything until Saturday afternoon. Go there.
right.
Okay, because we're gonna stay in a hotel Saturday night. Stay in a hotel near the airport because that's cheaper, according to what you've told me.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Well, no,
and then
it was cheap. It was cheaper up in Tennessee. What's cheaper in Jacksonville is your guess is as good as mine.
okay, but if we drive 4.5 hours, we go there, we spend the night, go to the game, spend the night again because we're all recovering from the game. Let me tell you about a game, man. You're done. Your ears are ringing. You can't hear a damn thing. Your voice is shot. You're exhausted. And why is Gorilla Rilla not allowed in SoFi?
SoFi came out with this ruling a couple years ago. They said that due to the terrorist threat, that's what they put it. Let me finish. I sound like what is it? The guy that ran for president from Texas. Can I finish? They said that they were not allowing masks for people coming into the stadium because of the terrorist threat. So anybody that was wearing a mask was not allowed inside. Now, what pisses me off is this. It went for their fans too. And the guy that was Boltman, who had the mask where he looked like the bolt, the bolt from the side. And
Yeah.
He retired. He retired as a super fan because of that ruling a couple years ago. Then you have COVID and everything just kind of got forgotten because if I'm not mistaken, I think Gorilla Rilla was in the stadium last year. I think. But now they are pushing that it's the same thing, that you're not allowed in the stadium.
So it ain't just Gorilla Rilla. It's Darth Raider. It's a bunch of guys.
Anybody with a mask, because Sharif will not be allowed inside because he has a mask.
Okay, so here's what Raiders fans need to do. Black out this game. Print up on paper Gorilla Rilla masks. Fold them up, put them in your pocket. Strap them onto your game during the game and let everybody know I am Spartacus.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah. And when their freaking team comes out on the field, black this shit out and don't boo them.
Watch your mouth.
Open up newspapers.
Watch your mouth.
Sorry. Open up newspapers and pretend to read the newspaper and don't even acknowledge this scumbag team.
Kind of like what they did in the movie, the hockey movie, when the Rangers came out onto the ice. What was it? They were up in Canada, Mystery, Alaska, and when the
No,
Rangers,
I lived in Ithaca, New York, when we had an opposition team, one certain team, who actually, who's the new defensive end we picked up this year?
Chandler Jones.
Chandler Jones. Their team, IE, would show up to Ithaca. We would open up newspapers and pretend like not even acknowledging them. Okay. We need to do that to the garglers. And when the Raiders come on the field, put on some paper masks of Gorilla Rilla, like everybody. Support him and let them know you're trash. We don't care. Arrest 70,000 of us.
That's a good idea. I think that there's the bell too. What I think is that I want everybody that's here to put this on Facebook and put this on Instagram and put it on all of social media.
Share it.
And share it up and say, if you are going to the game, make a Xerox copy
of Gorilla Rilla,
and then obviously poke holes out so you can see
and breathe.
Yeah. And then when it's now, I will admit I had something else in mind, and I'm going to try to do that too. But that's a damn good idea. That is, what do you call it? That I'm going to try, and if I can get it done, I'm going to try to get it done. It's something that's personal to me, but it's in support of Gorilla Rilla.
Yeah, like everybody black out the stadium, and then once the game starts, slap on your paper mask and put the rubber bands around it, and let them know you don't push us around. We eat you for lunch.
Hey, DZ, it's a lot of talk. Raider fans are not Saints fans. They're not Lions fans.
We don't live in shame like you.
They're not Broncos fans. And by the way, Gargler fans had the paper bags on for years.
What? Wait, whoa. If you see a Garglers fan, take a picture. It's an endangered species and very rare. There's not a lot of them.
Yeah. But,
get them on National Geographic. But we need to support Gorilla Rilla. The nation needs to support Gorilla. Get that mask out, whip them rubber bands on it, and dare them. You're going to arrest 60,000 of us. We run this show.
I caught you. I caught you.
God, I had to catch myself.
Yep. Yeah, and again, I said this. Like I said, on my personal Raiders 30 minutes that I do for Roku, that I also do for fans that are members of the channel, and I will put in all of those Captain Jack 30 minutes. I will put them on YouTube for the people that are members of the channel. I just haven't had a chance to. I've been busy.
You can't put the OnlyFans stuff on there, though.
Not only
The
fans, not
Bradford.
only fans, not only fans. Screw you. But yeah. But the bell rang. Yeah, even Big Boy says nice catch. Because we run this show. There you go. Yeah. So that's it. What else?
All right, brother. Well, listen, you have a good night. I love you. You're my bro.
Tomorrow night, Dos Pendejos. Tomorrow night.
Yeah. And also, we need to meet up in Jacksonville. We're not going to show up early during the day because stuff ain't happening till the night.
No.
But it gives us a better look at what we need to do. And Jay and I have been talking, and we got another guy coming down. We're going to try to build this contingency of South Carolina Raiders fans invading Jacksonville.
Yeah. And I said, can't wait to see you guys. For those that did not see the wonderful shirt that the South Carolina group got for me, and it's was it the reppin from South Carolina. Look at that. It's an awesome shirt. South Carolina Raiders fans, and it's a personalized shirt. See, I kept it because I kept it right near the thing. And I love any club that gets a chance to every club that has a chance to I will rep every club out there, Raider club. And I appreciate that. So again, we will see Dos Pendejos mañana noche at what is it? 8?
9 p.m., bro. 9 p.m. Eastern. It's too hot back there before then.
Okay.
And I'm going to be here with Jack Kenna tomorrow night. But listen, guys, print up Gorilla masks on paper, fold them up, put them in your pocket. Let's black out SoFi and let's invade them. Let them know that we support one of the greatest ambassadors of Raider Nation.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Tell them to go screw themselves. There it is. All right, brother, I got to dip out. Your alarm went off, and I'm going to finish my drink, go to bed. But guys, let's descend.
There you go. Shipmate, good hearing from you. Always a pleasure. There you go. That was OG Daniel. Pop into the show. Hopefully, like I said, you got if you want to pop in, we've already heard from Hot Neil. We've already heard from OG. And remember, share the show. Let everybody know what we're on. And I actually say after the show, if you want to get the what is it? The not arithmetic, there's a name for algorithm. Knew it was an A. Get the algorithm up, share it up, do interactivity, make comments after the show. Please make comments after the show. DZ, I'm going to tell you this. I don't wear a costume. I don't wear a costume. I wear a uniform. Violator wears his war gear. I don't wear a costume. I wear my uniform. Violator wears his war gear. And Raider fans wear their best. We're not in costume. And I know a couple Charger fans. They wear costumes. It's not a drag show. Screw you, DZ. Screw you. And yes, I see your logo. And it's like, oh, you're going to wear paper bags. No, I never shy away from being a Raiders fan. Never. And I tell you what, I don't have to worry about rolling in any stadium. I roll with my family. Thanks, Kevin. So having said that, and I'm gonna, and you know what, Jack? I'm gonna get you out because you always get pissed at me for the 5 minutes. Okay.
No.
You always get pissed. I don't get enough 5 minutes. So I haven't even started the clock yet. I'm going to give you your intro. You are allowed to espouse for a full 30 seconds of whatever the hell you want.
Cap, you can have me as long as you want me on the show. I don't get mad about that. I love you, brother. You're the first guy I ever went on to a show.
Yeah.
And put my face out there to the public and, talk our Raiders. I love our Raiders. I love our nation. I love you. And I love OG too. And, I've been watching the whole show the whole time. It's like, Gorilla really can't wear his costume.
No.
What the hell? I had 3 years. I sat right next to Vader, the season tickets. 3 years. And you're going to tell me that he can't go into that Coliseum and wear what he wants to wear? I mean, that's like infringing on our American rights. So bottom line that. So, but I'm happy with our team. I'm really happy with our team. I don't want to go there because I'm sure I'm going to be talking about tomorrow night with OG, and I'm sure you probably hop on too.
Yeah, don't blow your show, man.
I don't have a show. That's the thing. I don't have a show. I come on to like you and to support you. I come on with OG and I support him. I don't have a show. I just love to support my brothers and talk about Raider football. But when there's dumb, that is dumb. It's just dumb stuff. It's like, let's talk about football. Leatherface got let go. I've always said this. I'm like, okay, it took Click the Ranch until 3 years to get the shit right. It took Miller until year 2 to get it right. So is that a right move? I don't know. But I'm happy that the Bears picked him up. Thank you, Bears.
Yeah.
And I saw that. I saw you did your happy dance.
Yeah, I did twice. I did it twice. On 2 different shows, I did it twice.
And the next guy I'm thinking about is now Clee. Should Clee be here any more than Leatherwood? Has Clee actually outperformed Leatherwood, or Leatherwood outperformed Clee? I don't know. I mean, honestly, they're kind of like two in a tango, but different positions. It's like
no. I'm gonna disagree there.
Okay.
Everybody rags on Cleve Farrell because he was the number 4 pick. It's not his fault. Now wait, listen to me. It's not his fault. It's not his fault that the Raiders had the number 4 pick that year, right? It's not his fault that the Raiders had a high pick. We don't know if we wanted to move down, if somebody wanted to move up. Remember, it takes 2 people to make a trade. When the Raiders moved down for when Deion Jordan was the pick for the Dolphins, and we moved down to their spot, I think it was like the 10 spot or the 12 spot, one or the other, because the Dolphins wanted to move up for Deion Jordan, and we moved down and we picked up DJ Hayden. That was a horrible, but we had a trade partner. We had a trade partner, right? It takes 2 teams that want to do the thing. Okay, somebody's calling. Hang on a second here.
Sorry for my dogs barking.
Yeah, somebody's calling.
So
Go
since
ahead.
you said that, it's like, okay, same thing with Leatherwood. We took Klee. We kind of overreached John Gruden. A lot of guys now are like bagging on John Gruden. I like John G. I like him. He's done well for this team. But at the same time, his picks have not panned out at all. So Leatherwood gets traded. So thank you, Chicago Bears, for picking up all that dead cap money that we'd have to use.
Yeah.
So thank you. And I saw the dance. So I'm going to give you your hype on the dance like twice. I'm going to do a dance too. So thank you. But at the same time with Klee, it's the same thing. Where is he at on his team? I look at his defensive ends. Let's talk about defensive ends. Where's Klee going to play?
He's a defensive end.
He's a defensive end, right?
He's a defensive end that can play tackle, which is one of the reasons why he stayed. Because
that's about the only reason why he stays. The only reason. This is right now the best defensive end group I've seen in years. Years.
Mm-hmm.
Man, this defensive end group, it's like, and we got him on UDFA.
Oh, Deshaun Bauer is what
Bauer is the number 3. Kuntz is number 4. So right. I mean, Bauer is a beast. It's like, oh my God, how does the NFL get it wrong so many times? How does our general managers get it wrong? And a guy like Bauer shows up on the team. It's like he was the MVP of the preseason.
Him and Masterson.
Masterson's number 2.
Yeah.
So okay, so let's take our defensive ends. This is the deepest defensive end group I've seen in years. Honestly, in years. I'm not talking interior defensive tackles. I'm talking outside. This team is loaded, going to be on the outside. It's going to be a beast to stop. Our defensive tackles need help. Since we got rid of Mullins, we're one injury away from having salute guys. I'm sorry, my kids are leaving. Our defensive ends, our defense tackle, sorry, DBs. Our DBs are one person away, one injury away of being short. I like Webb. So thank you for Webb.
At corner. And that's why I was just going to say, Webb is a godsend because I think he's got a lot of upside. Hobbs is going to take that outside spot. And we got Averett as well as Rock Yassin. So we got 3 good corners. Once you go past that, and I'll even throw Webb up there, once you go past those guys, you want to make sure that those guys stay healthy. Because beyond that, you got Cosby on the practice squad who looked decent in preseason, but we'll see. But that's why they got rid of Mullen, because A, he couldn't get on the field, and B, we had some corners that actually played well.
Okay.
So that like that, and like I said, where I want to see it is, and that's why I have and I'm going to keep you on here for a second, Jack, because okay. I'm looking at the 53 on the what do you call it, the depth chart, right? Did you notice that on Raiders.com they don't have a right tackle listed?
Oh, absolutely. That was the first thing I noticed. I mean, honestly, I've talked on a lot of shows and chin chat with all the Raider fans because I always do that. We don't have a right tackle listed as a number 1. We have backup right tackles on the chat. It's like, we don't have a right tackle. Come on, God. Nation, we need a right flipping tackle. I mean, I'm sorry, yeah. Lumador is serviceable. Parker, serviceable.
No,
we
Parker's
don't have that guy.
No,
we don't have that guy.
Walker's not on the team this year. He's on the IR. He's not going to be on the team. He's not.
He's gone for the year.
He's out for the year. He was IR before the. So
oh my God! He's not part. Well, that even shows how much more I don't know.
We got Munford, and I'm telling you, Munford is going to be the right tackle by the end of the year. I'm telling you that. Munford's going to be the right tackle by the end of the year.
I don't want to rely on Munford. Honestly, guys, think about this. This is the strongest division in the world. right now. The AFC West. Everybody's good. And if we don't, like you said, Cap, we don't have a guy listed as a starting right tackle. Backups. Oh my God. Hope for Carr doesn't get fucking hurt. We need a right tackle.
No cursing.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are we a Roku? Sorry.
Yes.
Sorry. So we need a right tackle, guys. We need a right tackle more than anything in this world right now. And the time is now. This team is right now. It's not tomorrow. It's not next year. You look at salary cap next year, we could try to extend stuff out, but we have no money next year. The money is right now is this year. We need to do it this year. So please get us a right tackle. I don't care how you do it. Santa Claus, give us a right tackle.
I disagree.
I apologize.
No,
I'm so
that's
sorry.
fine. No. Okay, but I disagree based on this. Okay, Illuminor played right tackle for the Patriots under Dante Brasili as well as Josh McDaniels a couple years ago, and he played well. He knows.
Did you see Illuminor play right tackle last year? Did you watch the game?
Was he playing the right scheme? No. He was playing in Tom Cable's stretch.
Zone versus power.
He was playing in the wrong scheme. You play to your ability when you play in the right scheme. Remember when Asamoah was an awesome cornerback for the Raiders and he went to the Eagles and he sucked? Why? Because he was playing a zone scheme. Right? Do you remember that?
Okay. Yeah, I say that. So Luminor gets hurt, or like our defensive back gets hurt, one or the other. What do we got? The Raiders need to figure that stuff out. Get us a right tackle. Get us another defensive back. You can't do this anymore.
We are okay for right now at the 53 we got. We're okay.
And I apologize to the chat. I haven't recognized anybody. I'm just doing chat. I'm sorry, guys.
I'm just saying, the thing is that you got 53 guys on the roster. You got 16 on the practice squad. You got Cosby on the practice squad. You got J.R. Reed that they just picked up at safety on the practice squad, right? You got players that are there for injuries. That's why it's called the practice squad. You got, I think it's Haig that came in, and maybe when Jared calls in, he'll tell us more about this kid Haig that was a Steeler, okay? I don't know anything about him other than he was a Steeler tackle. He came in for an interview. I think he was signed, okay?
So, Cap, quick question for you. It's like I've heard different reports from like different guys. I talk in chats. Is Hankins on IR?
No. Hankins was playing hurt, and I assumed that he was going to be on the 53, and then they were going to IR him for a short term. But apparently he's okay. But he's one click away from being hurt again. And that's why I think that, Kyle Pecco's on speed dial. Kyle Pecco. You know what?
I'm sorry. We have different grunts on the guy. Yeah. Like I don't like the guy.
I had no problem with what Kyle Pecco did in the preseason. He played well when I saw him. He did. He played well. Why? You know why, Jack? Because instead of watching the game, I actually watched the offensive line and the defensive line when I watched the game in preseason because I'm a lineman. I pay particular attention to what's going on the offensive line and the defensive line for the Raiders because I'm a lineman. And that's why I saw how horribly Leatherwood was playing. And I'm like, we're going to keep this guy?
I can't disagree with that. My football career, like, Ocean Valley against like De La Salle, getting us playing Amani Toomer. I played against Amani Toomer, guys. So I did. But all time New York Giants wide receiver, got all his records for New York Giants. And it's like, their offensive lineman, oh my God, I'm drawing mind blank right now, but I hit him too. I was an outside linebacker, and I played defensive lineman, but I'm too small, man. I'm only 6'2", over 200 pounds. But that's what I did in my high school at Nation Valley. There's a rock throw from one school to the other. Okay, that school has been like ruling California for like decades. Decades. Got to salute them. You guys whooped our ass. Good for you. And fuck you. But you know what? At the same time, it's like,
Stop cursing.
oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That's true.
All right, I gotta go.
You
I
got
can't do any more cursing. I don't want to be a cursing. Cap, let's go tomorrow on OG show, and we can continue this type of stuff,
No.
and where we can curse.
I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why I'm not going to be on the show, because if all goes as planned, I will be at a high school football game. If all goes as planned, I will be at a high school football game with Coach Jeremy Friou, who's a Raiders fan. And I see somebody calling in, but it hasn't gone over to my computer yet. Jeremy was the coach of Northeast High. Jared, try to call back in, because it didn't go to the computer. It did not go to the computer.
Okay.
So
the other player was Aaron Taylor. He went to Notre Dame. I saw you guys talk about Notre Dame earlier tonight. Never left one sack in Notre Dame. And it was the number 4 pick for the Green Bay Packers. That's a guy I went against a couple times a game. But man, that guy was like, in high school, he was like, 280, and I'm like 170. He kicked my ass, dude. So that's what it was. I said it again. Got to go, Cap. I keep swearing.
All right. Take care, Jack. The computer is not allowed. Jared, do me a favor. The phone is not allowing me to pick up. Okay. Jared, please hit the link. You don't have to be in on camera. Hit the link. Why? Because it'll go here and I will hear you. Hit the link, please. Please. You don't have to be on camera. You don't have to turn your camera on. Just hit the link. I'm looking at the Google Voice and nothing came in. It went to my phone, but it didn't go to the computer. Please hit the link. And I agree with DZ. No, Jack, that's fine. You just got to remember. Aha. Okay. They will need to connect their mic. Okay, connect your microphone. Connect your microphone, Jared. It says they will need to connect their mic. Okay, connect your mic. You got to connect your microphone. You don't have to connect the camera. Just connect the microphone. There's a thing, it says connect the mic. Because I'm looking at my screen right now. I can show you. It says device is not connected. They will need to connect their microphone and camera before you can add them to the stream. I want to add you. And it was a good call. Device is still not connected. Okay. I'm gonna kick you. I'm gonna kick you from the studio. Jared, where it says connect microphone, just connect your microphone. That's all. Just because I can't let you in any otherwise. You got to at least have your microphone connected. Sultan Mir, good to see you, brother. It was a good call. They will need to connect their microphone or cam before you can add them. It's the same thing. Connect your microphone, please. Please. It's a thing. When it goes, it says StreamYard wants to allow your microphone and your camera. Just connect the microphone. DZ, what did DZ say? Storm Norton was serviceable all season last year, got killed by Crosby due to having to go long too much in that game. Yeah. And I think, and just like you said, I think Illuminor is going to be fine. Because it's the scheme. It's the scheme. McDaniels' scheme, quick passing scheme, quick run scheme. And it's you got to scheme. You got to scheme your way out of trouble. Jared, it says you still need to connect your mic. I can't add you. Just take a couple minutes. When you go to StreamYard, it'll give you connect. StreamYard would like permission to use your microphone and use your camera. That's it. I want to have Jared come on. I really do. Because as you can see, sometimes I have trouble with my Google Voice. Sometimes that's a hell of a run. Oh, they got him. Okay. This is a good game. 24-24. 11:42 left in the fourth quarter. First down by Donaldson. Hell of a run. Saltmere gives you a salute as well. I want to hear from Jared because I want to get the Pittsburgh report because Jared was telling me about the was it the Haig, Joe Haig? Let's see what he has to say. And it was a good call. Okay, here we go. Jared comes in. Not much to talk about. He was a tackle. Yes, I read a so-so review. Well, that's why he's got cut. About him on his days in Pittsburgh. But he's serviceable. He's not a Villanueva, who boy, that's my favorite tackle. And that's a shipmate right out of the West Point. Villanueva. Love him. Raider Ray's in the house. Hopefully, like I said, Jared, you can try to call back. You can try the call, and hopefully it'll ring in. But again, I am not holding my phone up to the microphone. That's just a pain in the ass. But you can try it. Yeah, DZ. Okay, here, good. See, it worked this time.
Call from Pittsburgh, Jerry.
Okay, good. It worked that time, Jared. So you got your full 5 minutes. What's going on, partner?
Well, we've seen, like you said, a very good, let's just say, brawl, if you want to use the term loosely, tonight here in Pittsburgh between Pitt and WV. And right now, the Mountain, let's just say, Steers are right now looking to pull ahead here late in the game or midway through the fourth quarter. It has been a dogfight all night long. We had 70,000 people tonight at the game.
Yeah, and this is always a good game.
Yep. The thing that's been hurting Pitt all night is just that they cannot on third down. They're just getting beat up left and right. I mean, and West Virginia just went ahead. Dang it! I don't want to say dang it, but you know where I'm going with it, though.
I know, but at least we don't. And Jack, I love you, but man, 2 F's and an ass. 2 F's and an ass.
Damn.
Man.
I'm just gonna say damn.
Damn's okay.
But yeah, West Virginia pulls that. Yep, West Virginia pulls ahead now. JT Daniels just snuck one in, however. But yeah, it's been a very interesting night with the battle of the transfers. I mean, you got Slovis, however, 10 of 17 for 220. Daniels, like I said, is 19 of 31. However, like I said, and apparently, Narduzzi is definitely giving the rest an earful right now, and he is hot as a hornet right now. Let's just say he is really kicked off right now.
Yeah, he is.
But the thing is, West Virginia all night has just been running right down Pitt's defense. I mean, they have done nothing right tonight at all. I mean, at the moment, I'm looking at the stats here. Question is, got 26 carries for $180. However, averaging 7 yards to carry. We're only getting 3 yards to carry, if that, with the ball. Receiving wise, we're doing better than them, however. But again, even Steers, however, hopefully picking tied up again. But
Yeah, you got
we
10 and a
do-
half. You got time. It's 10 and a half minutes. That's it. You can have both teams score 2 times in 10 and a half minutes.
oh yeah, what hurt Pitt earlier tonight, though, how was this whole thing when they had that rush kick earlier, and they went to 17-10. But
Yeah.
we'll shift off focus from there for a minute, however, because right now we have more people joining the LIV tour, however, and Howard Varner, of course, along with Cameron Tringali, however, and Cameron Smith, the sellout, and I'm going to call him the sellout because he is a sellout. As he said for weeks, however, I'm never going to join the Live Tour, however, I'm not going to go there, however, I'm happy being a member of the PGA Tour. No, you sold yourself out to Jay Monahan and the PGA Committee of Rory, like I said, Jordan Spieth, however, Scheffler, and Cantley, and all the other guys on the PGA Tour, just because you want to play with DJ, Phil, Bo, and Sergio, and all those guys. I mean, you basically sold your soul out in a big way. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Okay, and I'm gonna pause it. I'm gonna pause it right there so we can discuss this. Okay, I think, and again, I am not. I like golf. I like golf. I like the sport of golf. I like watching golf occasionally, and I'll say occasionally. But I see nothing wrong, and this is me, my opinion. In my opinion.
Yeah.
I see nothing wrong with a sport that kicks it up to made the PGA up their game. They up their prize money. They up their game because it wasn't a only game in town. Literally, it wasn't the only game in town. And they made the PGA make changes in order to up their game, or everybody, not everybody, because Tiger said he wouldn't go, but everybody went over to the Live Tour. But here's the other thing. There's no reason in my mind, and again, we're on pause. You're going to get your full 5. There's no reason in my mind that you can't have the Live Tour and the PGA, and the PGA is so stubborn, saying that if you were on that tour, you can't play for the PGA. Why?
Yeah, that's a good question, and I'll answer it because I think, however, there's some James Conner here and some of the big names that were at the game tonight. Dave Wannstedt, of course, and those guys being recognized. Dave Wannstedt, Tony Dorsett, and James Conner were at the big game tonight and are at the game. But I think it's because the PGA, however, has 72 holes for 4 days, whereas the Live Tour does 54 holes in 3 days. However, it's less of a grind. It's less days, however, and it comes back to the one word that we all know about, and that is MONEY.
Right.
So it's plain simple.
But there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, and again, I paused. The American League had the DH for how many years? And by the way, this is the trivia question. Ron Blomberg was the very first designated hitter played for the Yankees. In case anybody ever asks you a trivia question, who was the first DH? Ron Blomberg. Okay.
Yeah.
And they started the DH in 1974, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
74 or 75. Okay.
Yeah.
And until this year, so 74, 84, 94, 04, 14, almost 50 years, 48 years.
Yep.
48 years, there was the dichotomy, right? That the American League had the DH and the National League didn't. And then baseball, like how many years ago, 20 years ago, said, okay, in the World Series, we're going to make it where if you're playing in an American League park, you play with the DH. You play in a National League park, you got to have your pitcher's bat. Okay, stupid, but I mean, it obviously gave the American League a little bit more of an advantage there. because they were used to playing without, they had that. They just were, the National League managers had to, I mean, they got an extra bat, but they really weren't used to all of that dichotomy, right? So the point is, for almost 50 years, everybody's bitching and moaning and groaning about the DH. And then finally this year, Major League Baseball figured out that it's better to incorporate it. They figured it out. What I'm saying is, and you said it yourself, it's all about the money. It's all about the money. It doesn't matter. If you have a 3-day event and a 4-day event, right? And they're at the same, and even if they're on the same weekend, you have the choice. Am I going to go play the Live, or am I going to go play the PGA? It's your decision. If you want to play 72 or if you want to play 54, right? It's your decision.
Right.
And that's why I said, and again, I still have you on pause. I think it's horse crap that the PGA is saying, well, it's our way or the highway. That's a bunch of crap. And Jared, you got your last 115. Go ahead.
And Jay Monahan and the PGA better sit down here in the next little while, however, especially with the new golf season starting here in the next few weeks, however, and decide what's going to happen. It's going to be the big thing.
Yeah.
So we'll see, as they say. But like I said, now we're looking here. We got 9:23 on the clock. Hour 30:24 because the pit needs something here. I mean, like I said, they're slowly running out of time.
Well, they can still punt, but they got another possession in them. But
Oh, you just took a sack there.
I see you're ahead of me by about 7. Yeah, you're ahead of me. It's because the sack just occurred now.
Yeah.
So
they've had 5 sacks. And WVU's defense tonight is just has ate us up tonight, literally. So I don't know, but we'll see. But we got some good college games coming up this week. We got Jason Dean's boys taking on Ohio State. However, we got Oregon and Georgia coming up. However, we got, of course, like I said, LSU and Florida State coming up on Sunday. We got Clemson and Georgia Tech coming up on Monday.
okay, I'm going to ask you, because the 2 games that I want to know about is for Jason Dean. What's the will Notre Dame cover that? Was it 17 and a half?
17 and a half, yeah, 18 points down. No, I don't think they will, because I think right now with Marcus Freeman coming back to Columbus, however, the Buckeyes are just going to find a way to just absolutely slice them and dice them like a Japanese banquet. I think Ohio State's just too damn good, as much as I don't like the Buckeyes, of course. I think the Irish, however, are going to have to really find a better way to go in there in a loud environment like Columbus and win, but I just don't see it happen. I think it's going to be a long night for Notre Dame. Okay, second question. And I didn't realize that Utah was ranked 5th in the nation. They're playing my Gators at the Swamp. I can't remember that the last time the Gators lost a game in the Swamp to somebody that wasn't in the SEC. It's been a long time. Will the Gators at least make a game of it, or is it just going to be way too much Utes for the Gators? If the Gators can keep it close, yes, they can. I think they could. But it's going to come down again to the battle. It's going to see if their defense will hold up against this very high-octane Utah offense, because we saw what they did in the Rose Bowl back in January. I mean, depends on who's back and who's not. But if Florida and the crowd can get into it, however, and really put the Utes basically in a hole and pull off a big upset, that would send a big message to them early in the year. They would tell everyone, however, hey, guess what? Utah might be a top 10 team, but we beat them in our own house. Again, it's like Penn WVU right now tonight. I mean, I thought going into tonight, I knew it was going to be a close game, however, like 30-23 or something like that, and I'm almost close to that. But like I said, Florida's going to have to play almost a near perfect game, just like Notre Dame, at home against a very, very dangerous Utah team. So they got to be very careful how they work this game on Saturday. Okay, and Jared, I appreciate you coming in. I'm glad that you were bearing with me. Like I said, and here's the thing: while even the next time, get StreamYard connections into your phone. Okay. Because
and just say do all that you need to do so that it allows StreamYard to use your camera. You don't have to put the camera on, but to use your microphone. Okay, so do that first. Once that happens, then you don't have to worry about sometimes when I have the trouble with the Google Voice, and you'll always come in, no problem.
Okay, no problem. Sounds good.
All right. Hey, Jared, good hearing from you, partner. You take care. All right. That was the Pittsburgh Report with Jared. Always good to hear from him there. Again, sometimes I have issues with my phone. Thank you, Jack. Hit those likes. Hit those likes. We got 25 minutes. 25 minutes left because I got to do my outro. So come into the show. And again, I did my, and it's like we did a 53 show, or I tried to do a 53 show the other night. I couldn't even get my 53 on. But I'm sure everybody knows who the 53 is. DZ, if you want to come in, you are welcome. And like I said, I like the fact that DZ, who's I'm going to say, I'll be kind, who is a Chargers fan. I didn't even call him the Garglers. That's what I call him. But DZ is a Chargers fan. He's like when Coach would come in. Coach is a Chargers fan. I give Coach a lot of crap. And Alex, who is a Chiefs fan, and there are other Chiefs fans that come in here. I can't remember. Not a Hefe Chief. No, he's just a troll. But my boy Rob Bigler, who's a Chiefs fan, comes in no problem. And my friend Darren Ray, who is a big Chiefs fan, comes into the show, and it's great. I like that. And obviously, Richie Riche, and then Mary Brennan, who is a wonderful Broncos fan. That's who I'm going to the Broncos game with. I got to get that stuff done because I'm going to be sitting with her, I think, in either row 4 or row 6 at Mile High. And at face value, tickets. Great tickets. Can't wait to see her. But again, if you want to come in, please hit the link. Let's talk about the 53 because again, I don't think this gets a lot of play. The fact that Hollister was on the IR, I think Hollister was going to be that third tight end, but Horsted outplayed him. So he's the third tight end, and there's no problem there. Stidham, number 2. I liked Mullins, and I think that Mullins would have done better if he played behind a better offensive line, because they always had him like he was playing with the threes. I think Mullins would have had a better chance of making the team had he played with the 2s. But Stidham knows the offense. Stidham holds on to the ball a little bit too long. And if you don't have your offensive line set against teams in the AFC West, God forbid Stidham comes in. And oh, by the way, this is the year. And maybe McDaniels will do it. This is the year that the Raiders better pull Derek Carr when the game is in no doubt. Don't risk him the injury. Remember Christmas of 2016? You remember, right? One injury. Raiders could have probably had a chance to go to the AFC Championship game that year. One injury. Pull Derek Carr when there's no doubt. I'm sorry, I don't care what your stats are. The only stats I want to see are W's. And I don't think Derek cares either. I don't think he does. Pull Derek Carr when the game is in no doubt. And that's the other way too. If we are losing atrociously, pull him. If we're winning by a margin, pull him. And that goes for all of the players of repute. By the way, China, the best place I go to, and this is the good, it's Ourlads. Ourlads.com, Ourlads.com. Ourlads.com has all of them. Raiders.com has the what is it? The depth chart. But Orlad's depth chart is better than the Raiders depth chart. Just talking about it. I bet your ears were burning, Hefe. I bet your ears were burning because I was just talking about you. You are a troll, but it's nice. Yeah, I know. Speak of the devil. Good to see you, Hefe. Yeah, speak of the devil. But he's allowed in here. Again, Rob Bigler and Darren Ray, Chiefs fans, great guys. What'd you say? I said you were a troll. That's do you understand the word? I said you were a troll. But not as bad. But if you are a troll, I'll kick you. Other people will have you in. Just be cool. Just be cool, man. Just be cool. Anyway, because DZ, he's my Gargler fan. Was at the wild card game against the Texans. I'm cool like Fonzie. Nobody is that cool. Nobody is that cool. Even I thought I was that cool, and I'm not that cool. Was that the wild card game against the Texans? Yeah. Because this is what happened. It wasn't the wild card game. Christmas Day, Carr goes out, and then we had to have Pat McGroin. I know it's Matt McGloin, but I always call him Pat McGroin. Pat McGroin plays the rest of that game, and then the next game against the Broncos at the end of the season, Pat McGroin, aka Pat McGroin, aka Matt McGloin, he gets injured, and then you have to have Connor Cook come in, right? So Connor Cook has to start the game against the Texans in the wild card game. We lose our ass. Injuries. What's your concern going into this season? Good question, Zed. My concern right now, and I'm not going to say injuries. My concern right now is the fact that I haven't seen the starters for the most part. I haven't seen the starters the entire preseason. And last year, going to the first game against the Ravens, the Raiders came out and they played like crap in the first quarter. They started to get a little bit of life in the second quarter, and it wasn't until after halftime that they played well. So if the same thing happens again, okay, and you remember last year, the Raiders spotted their first 4 games, they spotted people 14 points. They spotted the Ravens 14. They spotted the Dolphins 14. They spotted somebody else 14. And they spotted the Garglers. Now I'm going to do my regular Gargler thing. They spotted the Garglers 14, and then they gave them another 7. They spotted them 21. Okay? My biggest concern right now is that the starters have not played enough together, in my estimation. That's my concern. When they get firing on all cylinders, they'll be okay. Okay, that's the same thing with the Chargers. No first string played at all on OD. Okay. They didn't spot you 40, Hefe. F you. They didn't spot the Chiefs 40. I was at that game. And I remember a game in Kansas City when Henry Ruggs beat your ass. He's gone. But you know what? He played awful against the Chiefs. You ain't on a roll. Oh, and I did like Ruggs. Going to be the Rust Bowl on yeah. I like the Rust Bowl. That's on a roll, man. DZ gets it. Hefe, you're gonna have to pop your game up, brother. You have to pop your game up. If you want to come into the show, and that goes for every Raider fan here, every Chiefs fan here, every Chargers fan here, and I was kind, I called you by your real team name. If you want to come into the show, come into the show. You want to call, you call in. No swearing. Jack dropped 2 F-bombs. 2. Come into the show. I want to talk to you. Again, Rust Bowl. I like that. Okay, let's go back to the 53. Okay. They have Munford as the backup right tackle. They have Illuminor listed as the right tackle on Orlads. They don't have him listed on the Raiders website. Give a topic. Anything, man. This is, you don't know jack about sports, man. You don't know jack about sports, but you're watching the show, so you learn jack. My topic for you, Zed, is because you gave me some information. You talked to me about the Rust Bowl, okay? How does that affect the teams? It's going to help you in the fact that at least you have Bosa and 50 who they're not on the IR already. And 50 who is the name of the former Raider that you guys got via Chicago. That's my name for him. I won't wear his jersey until he's retired. But the other thing is that, and we got Hefe over here. And Raiders Down Under, you said to say thank you. Raiders Down Under, were you here earlier when I said that? I think Munford's going to be the right tackle by the end of the year. I think so. Yeah. Yeah, that was a Walker. Yeah. That was the reason why. And by the way, China's husband has bad taste twice over. Because not only is he a Donkey fan, he's also a Dolphin fan. Horrible taste. I think that maybe he has a thing for double D's. Get it? Double D's. Hey! Darminder, thank you there, shipmate. Appreciate that. Got to see you in Madeira. Thank you. Thank you for coming in. He does that. He likes his double D's. I agree. Munford will be the future right tackle. Maybe starts after the bye. Hey, as long as he stays healthy. And there's the rim shot. But and Hefe's talking a lot. Munford the rookie. Yeah, Munford the rookie, and it's Munford. But yeah, I think that he has the length. He's big, he's tall, he's got arms. Yeah, China finally China gets the double D reference. Dolphins and donkeys. Kind of like my my welcome to the party, pal. Thank you, Raider at China. But yeah, I think Munford's going to be the right tackle by the end of the season. And DZ, okay, I appreciate that. And I want this is for Hefe in KC. And by the way, come into the show. We got about 10 minutes. 10 minutes because I got to do my outro. I need to at least have 5 minutes for that. Come into the show, Hefe. Hefe. DZ was in my show last week as a Charger fan, and I appreciate that. DZ says, I'm not ready for that three-headed attack. And that is one of the reasons why you put Adams with Waller and Renfro. And oh, by the way, our running attack with Jacobs. Oh my God. Woohoo! Oh, I see it. Welcome. And this is definitely. I tried the links giving me fits. Okay. DZ another time. I welcome him. I welcome him to the show. Gotta be nobody other than Hefe. Hefe, how you doing, brother? Good to hear from you.
Good. I thought I'd take you up on your offer. Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
Offer stands. Like I said, I've had on my show Rob Bigler, who's a personal friend of mine.
Oh, right on.
And yeah, great guy. We met on flight, and he was sitting. I was aisle, and he was aisle next to each other, and we went back and forth all the entire time, and it was a great flight because we were talking about our teams, and he can't stand the Raiders, and I can't stand the Chiefs, but we had football talk, and this is about football talk, and that's why I had you on the show. So. Hefe, tell me a little bit, and you know what? I'm even going to pause. I'm going to pause the clock. Tell me a little bit about you first. What you want people to know about you?
I just love football, man.
Watch your mouth, though.
Yeah.
Watch your mouth. We try not.
Yeah.
To there you go, sir. Go ahead.
I love football, man. I love the AFC West. I've been a fan since I was man. I think I was 7, 8 years old. You know what I mean? Definitely. I've been praying for a quarterback for 40 years, and I got Patrick Mahomes, man. God is good. I always tell that story, man. The quarterback broke my heart all my life, and you know what, man? I got a good one. So, I've been watching the AFC West champion battle it out, beat each other up, and have some amazing games. So I just love our league, man. It's amazing. So I'm definitely a fan.
Okay,
so.
well make sure you watch the Wild Wild West show on this channel on Wednesdays. Because it gets pushed out here, and because we keep telling Alex, you don't have any Chiefs fan joining you,
right?
None.
Yeah.
It's Raiders fans, a couple Broncos fans, and a couple Chargers fans, but he don't have no support there, Hefe. You got to support him.
Yeah, I'm gonna spread the word, definitely, for sure. Yeah,
okay, good. I want to hear that, and tell them to watch on my channel. I need some views. So there you go. So okay. You're in the show. We're with Hefe, who's talking a lot of smack. Tell me why the Chiefs have nothing to fear this year.
Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid, you know what I mean? Travis Kelce, definitely. We just got so many weapons, you know what I mean? And we got better on our defense. And so I think, we got a lot of young, up and coming, solid players. And, so I just think we got better overall around. You know what I mean? Definitely deeper, for the long season. And, we got some great wide receivers that are definitely making some noise. So Juju Smith-Schuster, I think a lot of people are, if you're passing up on him in fantasy, you made a huge mistake because him and Patrick Mahomes are about to do some amazing things. A lot of people don't remember what he did with your favorite guy, AB, Antonio Brown, and he had.
My favorite guy, he never was a Raider.
I don't know.
He never was a Raider.
He never was a Raider. That might be a good thing, but he did some great things in Pittsburgh with that guy. So I think that don't leave him one-on-one for sure. I guarantee you, double Travis Kelce. And we're gonna have problems. So he went for the two I think the two longest touchdown passes in the was the last couple years, or I can't remember, but he's but and MBS is definitely he'll take the top off. So
I think Marcus Valdez Scantling is your best receiver.
I like him.
If he can catch the ball.
Yeah, he'll have some drops, but
catch the ball.
He's a deep threat, so that's what. But I haven't really. Haven't really been throwing him deep. They've been throwing him some, down, a little 15-yard passes, 10-yard passes. You know what I mean? So I think they're trying to open up a different, some, a little bit, show a little bit different skills that he has. You know what I mean? I seen him made a couple great catches. I was pretty impressed. I seen him have a couple drops too. So we'll see.
Yeah. And I do like the fact that you figured out that Ronald Jones is not the answer at running back. I live in Tampa. I live in Tampa, so I know all about him. He will shine for a quick minute, and then he'll fade out like real. And he can't block. And that if you're going to be a running back in that offense, you're going to need to be able to block, because you got to protect Kermit the Frog back there. Actually, it's Kermit, Darlene Kermit, because he's a cross between Kermit the Frog and Darlene from the Roseanne Show. Okay, those are my names for him. But I agree. And how is your? I heard that Reed is giving more things to Bieniemy to actually make him. And I'm gonna pause this because I want to make sure that you get a little bit more time answering this question. That he's given more play with Bieniemy, and I think that one of the reasons why Eric Bieniemy has not been picked up is that he's always been in that Reed shadow where they don't give him enough credit. And I think that Reed has finally figured out for Eric Bieniemy to be a head coach in the NFL, he needs to show something. And so he said, okay, Eric, here it is. Because Eric has his problems with his issues with the assault, even though it's years ago. Mm-hmm. That's still so Eric Bieniemy needs to do some more revitalizing of the offense. And without the cheetah, I think McCole Hardman's going to be fine. I like MVS. I don't like him, but I'm saying, in broad terms, I like what MVS and Juju and McCole Hardman can do. I think, though, that Kelce is going to get hurt a bit more because people are going to be double teaming him and popping him a little bit more. They're not going to respect those receivers. And I think Kelce's going to have more injuries this year. That's just me. And again, I will turn it back on. Your rebuttal, say, Captain, you're full of crap, and I'm telling you why.
Yeah, you don't know what. Yeah, Captain, come on, man. Are you talking about this? Where we talking Travis Kelce that's been a 1,300 yard tight end, the last, 5-6 years? I don't know, man. Travis Kelce's always been, double teamed, and you know what I mean? So it's not a problem. I mean, he can handle it. He's 6'5", and I think he's definitely a mover and a shaker. So, go ahead, double him. You know what I mean? It's gonna leave. We're gonna have plenty of weapons. You know what I mean? We got a new. I like our. We have. We're going by running back by committee. I think that's gonna be utilized a lot more with Pacheco, and he looks pretty good.
Pacheco, I think it's going to be a surprise for your roster.
I think so too.
I think that Pacheco is going to take over for Edwards-Helaire. I think he's a better running back.
I think so too. Yeah. Definitely Andy Reid's going to, he always, that's the thing about Andy Reid. He knows how to use players and knows how to rest them, and knows he's going to throw you a new scheme every week. And I agree with you on, the Eric Bieniemy. I mean, he's looked like he's grown a little bit more this year. But we also got Matt Nagy back, and Matt Nagy is Patrick Mahomes' favorite guy. I mean, that's his. Coming out as a rookie, Matt Nagy was definitely his go-to guy. So, we got there's just a lot of options. I mean, like I said, I hope our, I just hope our defensive line, put some clamps on some people. And I love our car. If you ever get a chance to check out Karloftis, the Greek freak, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I've heard, and I heard from Alex. Like say he's a ooh, Karloff, ooh, and he's
Yeah.
like if he was a model, it would be like and I got to get out of here real quick. So I got about 5 minutes before I do one thing. If he was a model and it was like in Playboy, and Alex was looking at Karloftis as a centerfold, it would be stuck together. That's all I'm saying.
Right. I see them bull.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, he bull rushed a guy with one hand, and they've been double teaming him a lot, and he's just got a motor. So I think you could be seeing another Jared Allen, or just another. If anything, he's going to be a solid piece because of his motor. You know what I mean? And like I said, it's going to be a fun year. I'm excited, man. I'm not even going to lie. I just can't wait to see what happens with Derek Carr. You know what I mean? Is he going to show out, and is he going to fumble the ball and throw any interceptions this year? That is the big question. He only
threw one in practice.
Only one. Hey, that ain't.
Yeah,
but
he only threw one in practice.
I mean, so I think that I'm definitely a Derek Carr hater. You know what I mean? I've always said, Derek Carr is your biggest problem, and he will always be your biggest problem because I never understood why Gruden never got another quarterback. I never understood that. He always had them. I just didn't do it. I didn't get it, man. But hey.
Hefe, I appreciate you being in here. I am up against the clock.
Cool, man.
Thank you for coming in. And I got this guy, Lockdown Podcast. That is the Chargers coach. It's coach for the Chargers. Make sure you watch us Wednesday nights, 7:30 Eastern. Check it out on via Twitter. Check out my channel. Need views. Check it out on my channel, 7:30 Eastern. And then roll right over to the NFL Nation Live at 9:00, which is myself and a retired referee and Violator, who's just a great guy all around.
Okay, cool, man.
All right. Hefe, thanks for coming in, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You take care, shipmate. Good to see you. All right. That was Hefe Chief. And boy, we are up against the clock. Okay. What does that say about your defense? Herbert threw a lot of interceptions. It's like Kelsey actually blocks, which makes him dangerous. Yeah, I was going to say. But, and and I appreciate Hefe coming in. And DZ, I know you came in last week. There you go. And Coach Defense, who I give a lot of crap to because I love to, because we just have that wonderful rapport together. And Alex and Richie. Make sure you watch Wild Wild West show. Wednesdays, 7:30 Eastern, and then come right in to the NFL Nation Live at NFL Nation Live. I will put the link up again. I'll put it up for Wild Wild West, hopefully. Hopefully I can get into the studio this time. I got kicked out of the studio. I got to shut up. Thanks again, folks. It is You Don't Know Jack About Sports. I will be back on Sunday. Tomorrow on Roku is a rebroadcast of the show we had with Mike McCoy. If you haven't seen it, make sure you check it out. I think it might be on YouTube. I might check. But check out a rebroadcast. It'll be on Roku tomorrow night. And I'll see if I can get it back up on YouTube. Mike McCoy, Chronicles of the Black Hole interview. I got to shut up and get out of here. Take care, everybody. We will see you for sure on Sunday and maybe tomorrow night as well. Take care. Yarg! It's the season, baby. See you later.